welcome to my channel, Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for this week, the week of April the 16th through April the 22nd. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. These readings are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, the information will be in the description box below. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you're returning, welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. I would be really grateful, most appreciative if you would like my videos, share them on your social media, comment. I read every comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Also follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and those links will be below also. What else? I have a Patreon page. It's another way that you can support me. So please check out my Patreon page. That link will be below, and it's also on my YouTube channel on that page. So without further ado, let's go into, first of all, I want to talk about the astrology, what's going on with the transits this week, and it's crazy. This month is very powerful, let me put it that way. So we have a new moon on the 15th, which I talked about in Aries, which I talked about last week, but this is like really a huge kind of energy, this new moon. So we're going to feel it. It's happening at 9:57 p.m. Sunday. I'm recording this on Saturday, so it's happening at 9:57 on Sunday. We're really going to feel it. We'll feel it for all week. We really will. So now let me go to my notes. Also at the same time on Sunday, Monday, we have Mercury stationing, ready to go direct. So we're going to feel that energy. So it has to stop before it goes direct. It's been in retrograde, as you all know. At this time, we have 8 planets in cardinal signs. You know, cardinal signs are the spark, the starting of something, right? It's the beginning of something. It's about action, going forward. So this is and this new moon, it's a really good thing, time to start something. It's really good to make plans, to start something, if you've been thinking about a business, starting a business, if you've been thinking about getting a job, applying for jobs, things like that, just starting something is a really good time. Now, Chiron, the wounded healer, is at the last degrees of Pisces. It's getting ready to change signs. Now this is huge, right? Chiron is the wounded healer, and it's getting ready to move into Aries. It's going to be in Aries till the year 2027. Huge. It's a big. So the focus, listen, Pam Gregory talks about this a lot. She's an amazing astrologer. She studied all these patterns, what we call mundane astrology, which is about, you know, politics and world events. So she talks about in the last time Chiron moved into Aries was in 1968, and that was a really turbulent, revolutionary kind of year. We had Martin Luther King was assassinated. We had protests around the world, anti-protests, anti-war protests. I mean, it was a very kind of revolutionary, people standing up and telling how we feel, and we are moving into that kind of energy again, and that's very apparent with the students, for Never Again, Me Too, all that kind of revolutionary standing up to be heard, you know, the abuse of power around the world, and Pam Gregory talks about that a lot, so you might want to check her out because she goes into it in great detail, and it's fascinating, it really is. Now, so Chiron moving into Aries is about taking responsibility for our own health and wellness, and really looking at our power and you know, where we, you know, how we can change and improve. Now, on the 19th, we have the sun entering into Taurus, right? So that's another shift in energy. We've gone from this fiery get up and go to this more relaxed, grounded energy, you know, more patient, more planning and, you know, hard working and manifesting energy. On the 18th, Saturn moves retrograde. Now that will help us with patience and determination. Now these, and also on the 22nd, right, Pluto goes retrograde too. So that's taking a look at our internal power and focusing on self-sufficiency. These are slow planets, but this week we'll feel that very big shift in energy. I think we'll all feel it. It's about getting up, it's about doing things, it's about moving forward, and it's about taking action. So that's what I have to say about the astrology. I will talk about the full moon in next week's astrology report. So that's the end of the report. Thank you so much. And let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for April the 16th through April the 22nd. And the first card we have for you, don't freak out, is the Death card. Darling, don't freak out, okay? This is about change. This is about internal change. This is changes are coming. So this change, this is death and rebirth, right? So it's the end of something and the beginning of something wonderful and new. Like it's the end of winter, thank God, and it's the beginning of spring. So you see this. You know, this is a guy on a horse, and then you've got the little kid there with a flower in his hand. So it's like, you know, death runs in, but then life comes from that. I think this kind of came up for you last week, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but this is about a change in you internally. This is, you know, this can be an external change which has precipitated you changing yourself. But this is definitely a big change in your life. And I feel that you're turning a corner with something personally on how you're seeing things and how you're viewing life and how you're going forward. I feel that there's been a shift, a big shift in energy for you. Right now, and I think it's for the better, guys, and I'm pretty sure it's for the better. You've got two cards following that and clarifying it. So one is the Six of Earth, and this is about, I'm getting a look, this can be the service card you're giving. I'm getting a feeling that you're getting help with this. This is like a gift from the universe, right? That's exactly what I'm getting. This change is a gift from the universe. It's interesting because it's a number 13, right? 1 and 3 is the number 4, so it's a foundation. You are definitely major upheavals in your life. There's major changes. There's I don't know, something came to me. Maybe there's a new baby in your life, something like that. Maybe there's a new house, maybe there's, you know, there's something that's new going on with you, and you're getting help. So you're being helped with the situation, and you've got the messenger of fire. This is passionate. So I have a feeling that, and this is good news, it's an opportunity that's coming in for you. So this change and this internal change is a wonderful opportunity for growth and happiness. It's almost like you decide that things are working out for you almost. It's seeing the glass half full as opposed to half empty. And the next card that comes up for you is the Knight of Cups, which indicates moving forward. However, right? And this can be like, you know, a new love or a new friendship that's really getting onto or a friendship that's getting to a deeper level. Really somebody very close to you. Well, hey, this might be this person that's bringing in the help with the, you know, with the internal change that you're going through. So help is definitely here, and it's coming from a place of love. So I have a feeling, I feel that you're surrounded by love. I feel that the people around you, there's a lot of love in your life right now, and you're feeling it. So I feel that you've been through a difficult time, and you're coming out of that difficult time now. And I feel that you're going to be surrounded by love and community and help. And there's going to be like a little pause in action. Kind of things have kind of slowed down to kind of an uncomfortable place. But it's interesting because it's an illusion that it's slowed down, because things are kind of moving fast, but perhaps they've been a little bit faster. And so you're going to have a moment this week where you're like, oh, it's almost uncomfortable because you've got this moment, this lapse of this kind of pause in action. And it's like, whoa, what's going on? And it's almost uncomfortable because you've been so used to being on the run and doing things and not stopping and constantly busy. So this actually gives you this moment, this pause in action will give you a moment to look at things from a different perspective, right? And this is number 12, right? The Hanged Man. And he's just hanging about, right? And he's just looking at something from a different angle, from a different perspective. This is the number 12. 12 reduces down to 3, which means being creative, seeing things from a creative aspect. So, and then look, you've got the celebration card. Things are really happening in a wonderful way for you. This change is a very good change. You know, the death of the old you and the rebirth of the new you. I feel that you're going to have a more positive outlook on life, that you're coming into a new kind of phase of your life, if you will, and you have a lot to celebrate. And this, you've got, clarifying it, is the 2 of Earth, which indicates focus. You must keep the focus. Keep the focus on celebrating and seeing your cup as half full. And that will attract more of that. You're going to less comparisons with others and more looking at everybody's. It's like looking at people's looking at other similarities instead of their differences. And this is about focus, multitasking, and keeping your eye on the ball. You've got to juggle things, you know, so you've got to keep that balance in your life, right? This is about balance and juggling successfully, but in order to do that, you have to be laser focused. So I always say that this is focus on the present moment, right? Be in the present moment 100%, be completely engaged in it, and don't be distracted. So I feel that this is a wonderful change coming for you this week. And I'm so happy for you, Scorpio. I just wanted to say hello to my lovely friend, Nicole. I sometimes neglect to shout out to her. Nicole, I love you. I love you all, Scorpios. Scorpios, I love you all. Please don't forget to like this video. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.